This video is brought to you by 80 Ways Media. Check us out. What's good? It's your boy Really Rick Reviews from 80 Ways Media. Today I'm talking about none other than Lil Durk. Man, what the happened, bruh? Like, this is out the blue, man. We all crazy about this one. But I ain't gonna lie, it blindsided me. It don't blindside a lot of people. It blindsided me because he was just in the Power episode. So I'm just like, yo, how you just get on TV doing movies looking like you about to start acting and stuff, and then something like this happen? I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you what, though. Some people say that his image has two sides to it. It has what he used to be, which is from 300 and from the sticks, and what he is now, which is shiesty. Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. And he did some of Lil King Von and stuff like that. So it's a lot going on to unpack with Lil Durk, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And if you know, you know. But let's get into this article real quick, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's read the video. Excuse me. Let's watch the video. So, rapper Lil Durk arrested in Florida on murder for hire. This is NBC News. Rapper Lil Durk was arrested Thursday in Florida by U.S. Marshals on a charge of murder for hire. The 32-year-old artist from Chicago, whose real name is Lil Durk Devontay Banks, I didn't know that was his name, was booked in the Broward County jail and is being held without bond. NBC News is out to the U.S. Marshals and reps for Lil Durk comment. It comes as 5 people associated with his hip hop collective, Only the Family, which is OTF, were arrested on a federal indictment in California, accused of committing murder for hire that resulted in death and was allegedly done in revenge for the death of a fellow group member. 3 alleged OTF members, Kayvon London Grant, known as Cuz or Vonnie, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, known as Didi, Asa Houston, known as Boogie, were charged by grand jury for their alleged part in the murder, according to the court documents. Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flacker, and David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, both said to be members of other gangs in Chicago, according to the documents, were also indicted. The 5 men could not be immediately reached for the comment Friday. OTF produces and sells hip-hop music from artists primarily from Chicago. Lil Durk is the founder of the collective, according to the Chicago Tribune, and has a 2018 album under the same name title. The charging document said that on November 6, 2020, a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to only as TB at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. During that fight, prosecutors say an associate of TB pulled out a gun and shot DB multiple times, killing him. Though the victim was not named in the charge sheet in that same date in 2020, NBC News covered the death of Daquan Bennett, a rapper who went by King Von in Atlanta who was part of OTF and collaborated with Lil Durk on music. After DB's death, a person described as a co-conspirator 1 made clear in code language that they would pay bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. So already, man, I'm going to pause right there. Already it looks like somebody is telling. So that's just what it's saying, because which they got to hide who telling for a short period of time, and then it'll all come out. But already somebody is saying something, because this wouldn't come from anybody close around Lil Durk. This is coming from people who probably just from Chicago. But let's just continue reading. Then on August 18, 2020, the conspirators learned that TB was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles, the filing said. After learning of TB's location, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, a person described as a co-conspirator, traveled from Chicago to Los Angeles for the purpose of murdering TB. That day, Grant also traveled by private jet from Florida to Los Angeles, according to the indictment. On August 19, 2022, Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator used 2 vehicles to track, stalk, and attempt to kill TB by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm, resulting in the death of SR, who was a passenger in TB's vehicle. Continue reading. The indictment said on that day, Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 tracked TB's black Escalade to a gas station on Beverly Boulevard and Houston, drove their vehicle to an alley behind the gas station and parked so that Jones and Lindsay and the other co-conspirator could attempt to kill TB. Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2 allegedly fired multiple shots at TB but ended up killing SR, and Wilson paid the bounty monetary reward on behalf of co-conspirators. The charging documents said that the five co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce such as planes, cars, cell phones, and internet with the intent of the murder of TB be committed. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB in the indictment. The indictment for the five men is on charges of conspiracy and the use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death, use, carry, and discharge firearms and machine gun, possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death, possessing machine gun, and criminal forfeiture. It's not immediately clear if the men have retained attorneys. So, yeah, it's more serious than I thought. So, let me give y'all my closing remarks on this because this is crazy. I thought that I'm not going to lie, I thought that it was just a simple federal murder charge, but after reading it, it looks like they got him on other charges, a whole lot of other stuff, the machine gun. I'm surprised racketeering ain't in it. It's crazy, man. Lil Durk is probably the wallet behind it, the money behind it. And so he's mixed up in it, but he probably didn't even do it. It's just probably the fact that somebody from OTF did it, and Lil Durk is the leader of OTF. So now it's probably going to be something like a CCE or a, what do you call it, a racketeering charge at this point. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Your boy Really Reek. And we out. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching.